So here is my review of the VicTsing Full HD action camera with its 2-inch screen. This one is slightly different from some of the other action cameras, as you'll find out when you read my Amazon review. So here we are opening the box up, comes as normal, packed well from Amazon, and here is the box that's actually got the camera in, quite a smart looking thing. You see there's two separate boxes in the top there. One's got the camera in. I just opened them with a knife like that so I don't damage the box in case I want to pack them back up again. Nicely packed in a piece of shockproof foam there. So that's the camera in its waterproof case. And here are the accessories, just quickly coming out of the box there to have a quick look at them. You get quite a good selection of accessories with this, including a handlebar mount and an open frame case, both of which are useful, and some stick-on bases which you can use for a lot of other things. So we're having another look at the camera here, and this time I'm going to get the box out of the bottom. It was quite stiff to get it out, and I was trying to get it out without damaging it, which I eventually managed. And in this box you get some straps which are quite useful, some tie wraps, a cleaning cloth, and a spare back for the case, which is actually an open back, so it's better for recording sound, and of course the instruction booklet. And here are some of the accessories. This is the open frame mount. This is very useful for videoing on a mount in a car, because you can plug the charging cable into it when it's in use. And I'm just getting out here the handlebar mount, which I use later on and find out that it actually fits quite well on my... So there it is, all set up, nice and firm. So that'll be about right. And you'll notice that this has got a slot in the end here. That makes it a lot quicker and easier to fit it on the handlebars, because you don't have to completely dismantle one side or the other. You just have to loosen it off enough. Here is the mount actually fitted to the handlebar the way that I showed you when I was setting it up on the table. But I subsequently found out I could actually fit it straight onto the handlebar extension like this, which strikes me as being a much better way of doing it. And here's just a quick video clip I took of it on the handlebar extension. Okay, just about to cycle back through the woods. Let's see how it goes. So this is cycling through the woods. It's quite a severe test of the camera, this, because there's stuff coming up close to it, and also then it opens out and stuff's further away, and you can see it's all the time reasonably well in focus, and you can see the stuff that's close and the stuff that's further away quite well. Now we're coming into a dark bit. Notice how quickly the camera adjusts to the lower light level, and then when we come back out into the bright again it adjusts quite quickly. And this is really quite a good camera actually, and I'm quite impressed with this. And I think I'll stop now, because I think I've shown you what you need to see of it being used on a bicycle. One of the great strengths that all of these cameras have is that they tend to be pretty compatible with each other's bits. And here we are looking at me with the camera on the helmet mount when we were out paddling. I didn't get any video, unfortunately, and I didn't get any video when I was snorkeling either, because the thing that I've marked this camera down 1 star for is that it is rather inclined to turn itself on recording when you haven't pressed any buttons or anything. Sorry, these films are a bit disjointed. I cut the two of them together as best I could, but my friend who very kindly filmed them for me didn't seem to be pointing both cameras in the same direction, and kept dropping one or other of them in the water. So I've tried to get a bit of film of me actually swimming, and that is this camera in its case on my chest. But all the footage I took I didn't take any footage under the Thames. So by way of compensation, here is some footage taken in our garden pond, actually with this camera in its case. And you can see I've got a torch out as well to make sure there's enough light under the water. We're just going under the water now, and you can see that once the camera's under the water and I've managed to get some weed out of the way, it actually focuses reasonably well, and that's quite good because all those things are pretty close up. So this is focusing really close for an action camera. Nothing's more than about 6 or 9 inches away from it, and you can see some of the insects scuttling along the bottom of the pond in a minute, and you can see snails and things, and it really is quite, there's an insect, look, it really is quite impressive, I think, and I'm looking forward to taking it snorkeling for real and doing some real underwater filming with it. So there you are. I've tried it on several different sorts of use, as a camera, as a movie camera, swimming and cycling and so on.